Delhi's air quality that's worsened yet again, fluctuating between poor and very poor. This has led to a complete blame game, Radhika, when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP regarding the rising pollution levels in the national capital. We're talking about an overall PM 2.5 level as far as the AQI is concerned, coming in at 307. Basically, pollution has now stepped into the very poor category, Radhika.
Very concerning, Divya. In fact, Aam Aadmi Party attributing the worsening air quality to changing weather conditions and increased stubble burning in neighbouring states, while the BJP has criticised the AAP for its lack of action over the past decade. Today, the Delhi government will in fact relaunch the Red Light On, Gaadi Off campaign, Divya.
Right, of course, very small measures, Radhika, that, you see every year in terms of even, when it comes into the severe category, they wait for days before the odd even formula is implemented. And even that doesn't really make much of a difference as what we have seen in the past. So, in order for, these campaigns that they want to, encourage drivers to switch off their engines while waiting in traffic signals, authorities, of course, have ramped up anti-pollution measures. 99 teams, now Atishi has gone on to say, are working on dust control across the city, and over 325 smog guns are being deployed to combat the rising pollution. As far as the Public Works Department, the MCD, they've all concentrated their efforts on the pollution hotspots. Now, we're talking about Anand Vihar and other areas. Let's, also bring up that graphic of the most polluted areas in Delhi, which are, in that very poor category. So, it's very alarming. And Radhika, while I was driving to work this morning, I could see that haze. It's visibly there, that you can see, you can sense, you can smell. It is making quite a difference when it comes to the breathing and the quality of the air that we have now here in the NCR region.
Very, very concerning, Divya. In fact, authorities ramping up anti-pollution measures, and as you've been pointing out, these are small measures that are being taken. But is it really impacting? Is it really showing any results? Is it making any difference to the lives of Delhiites? To find more on that, let's go across to Shreya. Shreya, tell us what is the situation at this point. Of course, multiple measures are being launched by the Delhi government, and BJP also blaming the government over its failure to control pollution in the city. But what's the situation at this point?
Well, as you rightly said, Delhi is facing the double whammy of both air and water pollution. The air quality is worsening with each passing day. It is now in a very poor category. Severe smog is visible, and as you can see right behind me, there's reduced visibility in the air, and if you can see the waters, it is fully covered with this white froth, and we know for a fact that this is a recurring topic, and it has been used as a political tool as well. Right now, Aam Aadmi Party, the Delhi government, has shifted the blame to the BJP-ruled UP and Haryana, from where this untreated wastewater is coming and thereby polluting the Yamuna, but not taking any clear accountability or ownership over the cleanup of Yamuna, which has been a topic of great concern over the years. And as you can see, this entire stretch, this entire area is filled with this toxic white froth, and let me tell you, this froth is caused by the mixing of the decaying plants and microplastics with the water. And of course, Yamuna has an inherently it has this cleansing ability, but the need of the hour is effective sewage treatment plants. And let me tell you, 75% of the sewage treatment plants in the national capital are not effective enough to clear the Yamuna pollution. Out of the 36 sewage treatment plants, 9 of them are defective, and it is not working at its best potential, and there should be concrete action taken to ensure that these sewage treatment plants are maintained and the wastewater is treated, because it is the wastewater from the domestic origins and also from industrial factory areas. That wastewater gets poured into the Yamuna, thereby polluting it. So this kind of a situation it is nothing new. It has been going on for years now, and the government, the Delhi government is not taking clear accountability. The government states that it has already, implemented defoamers and has sprinkled water, but that is too little to clear up the Yamuna. And as far as the air pollution is concerned, of course, Delhi government has in fact identified these 13 pollution hotspots and has also started this campaign wherein during the red light the cars, the vehicles will be asked to sort of turn off the car to curb the air pollution. And also they have stated that around 300 anti-smoke guns have been deployed. But then again there are these 13 hotspots, pollution hotspots, where Anand Vihar has been highlighted as the most polluted hotspot in the city. But the need of the hour is to of course maintain the sewage treatment plants and to carry out more long-term sustainable solution to curb the air and water pollution. Over to you.
Right, and of course we can see that toxic foam right behind Shreya. Thank you so much for getting us that ground report. Also, let's get you some of the reactions coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP.
दिल्ली में बहुत सख्ती से एंटी पोल्यूशन मेजर्स को डिप्लॉय किया जा रहा है, चाहे डस्ट कंट्रोल की ड्राइव्स हों। हमने 99 टीम्स बनाई हैं जो पूरी दिल्ली में अलग अलग जगह पे कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट्स पे जो सारे डस्ट कंट्रोल मेजर्स हैं उनको चेक कर रही हैं। अभी हम उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार को भी रीच आउट करेंगे कि वहां पर भी अगर पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल मेजर स्ट्रांगली लगाए जाए तो उसका दिल्ली पे भी असर पड़ेगा। पास में ही सड़क पार करते ही कौशाम्बी का बस स्टेशन है जहां पे ज्यादातर डीजल की बसेस चल रही हैं। तो अभी हम उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार को भी रीच आउट करेंगे कि वहां पर भी अगर पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल मेजर स्ट्रांगली लगाए जाए तो उसका दिल्ली पे भी असर पड़ेगा।
पिछले 10 सालों से अरविंद केजरीवाल, आतिशी मारलेना और गोपाल राय, इन्होंने बयानबाजी के अलावा किया क्या है? कोई एक काम बता दे पोल्यूशन को रोकने के लिए किया हो। एक लगाया था इन्होंने स्मोक टावर 20 करोड़ रुपए का, बड़ी घोषणाएं की थी। वो कब्रिस्तान आज भी वहीं कहीं मौजूद है, काम नहीं करता है। पिछले 10 सालों में दिल्ली को लेकर प्रदूषण में इन लोगों ने इतना बेड़ा गर्क किया कि दिल्ली को नर्क लायक कर दिया। आज दिल्ली के लोग सांसें लेने में फूलते हैं। आधे से ज़्यादा लोग इस सांस की बीमारी से ग्रसित है। कारण अरविंद केजरीवाल का भ्रष्टाचार है। क्या किया बताए ना? कहाँ है वो स्मोक गन जिसकी ये दावे कर रहे हैं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कि हमने इतनी सारी स्मोक गन लगाई? कहाँ है वो मैकेनिकल स्वीपिंग मशीन? हमें तो दिखती नहीं है।
And to get more on this, as far as the pollution menace is concerned, we have Shambhavi Shukla, Program Manager of CSE, joining us. We also have Gufran Beg, meteorologist and scientist, joining us as well. Well, when we talk about the Aam Aadmi Party blaming the situation as far as Delhi is concerned to the buses that are coming in from Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Beg, take us through what's really wrong with the mitigation approach.
See, as far as the allegations and all those are concerned, those are certainly not a pointed something. The buses, the truck, whether it is from UP, from Haryana or Punjab, all are responsible because they are the one which provides the maximum emissions because they run on diesel and then they are not well maintained. But then coming back to your question that what is wrong, see, as long as the approach for mitigation remains the city and city-centric, there is going to be a problem. As I already vouching that there should be airshed approach, where airshed has to be scientifically determined, and at a time the mitigation has to be made within the airshed, and airshed do not see the state boundaries. That is the reason that UP, Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, all these areas, all these people, mitigation has to come together. Whatever the measures which are being taken in Delhi need to be extended to the airshed region. Otherwise, you will not see any. It will look like a cosmetic measures.
Right. Of course, we have Radhika.
I'll bring in Shambhavi Shukla as well. Yes, I'll bring in Shambhavi Shukla as well, Manager CSE India. Ma'am, my question is, of course, Delhi government has taken multiple measures, but these are small measures. Not sure whether they are effective enough. Identifying pollution hotspots, campaign to stop cars at signals, anti-smoke guns. This has been happening, over the last several weeks and happens every year. But the question is, are they enough? Given the complex sources of pollution in Delhi, what do you think are the new long-term strategies that has to be implemented on an urgent basis to address, these contributors to poor air quality in the city?
Thank you for the question, Radhika. So see, as Dr. Beg has also rightly said that this is a regional problem. And also when we talk about Delhi, so we need long-term systemic solution for Delhi, and we need to immediately act on all the sources, be it waste burning, be it vehicles. So already the sources have been identified from Delhi and NCR. So these are vehicles, waste burning. So we have seen what is happening in Delhi is, for example, if we talk about waste burning. So why waste is being burned? Because waste is not being properly collected, segregated, and then treated. And knowing from the data, we have seen that around 25 to 30% of Delhi area doesn't come under even collection system. So if that is happening, of course, it is liable to be like a long-term, like a burning thing that happens to get rid of the waste. The other that we need strong action throughout the year. So that is for vehicles that we do. So when we see that with a 20 million population of Delhi, we are adding around 6.5 million of vehicles every year. So this would definitely lead to congestion in the city, more release of pollution because of continuously congestion that vehicles go through every day. So that needs to be changed, and that needs to be like strongly implemented, that there should be some control on the private vehicles. And of course, we need a good public transport system so that people can actually shift from their own private vehicles to public transport. And seeing the condition, like we see this every year happening. So the government should actually act on a regional airshed basis. The action should be scaled up along all the regions. And we know that in the airshed, there are 8 states that come in. So the health of many crore people is at stake because of this worsening condition, especially during winters.
Right, Shambhavi. Well, Dr. Beg, can you say that this time around pollution has set in slightly late in comparison to other years? But in terms of going forward, what is your forecast when it comes to the quality that we see in Delhi during this pollution season?
As far as my extended range forecast is concerned, the period from 4th to 8th of November is likely to be the most vulnerable. And during this period, if parali increases, which people fear now, then it is likely to be the severe days during that time. But otherwise, those are the most vulnerable period as far as our 15-20 days forecast is concerned, the 4th to 6th of November.
All right.